Hello. Oh, I'm on Twitter. What's up, guys? Camera one. How's everyone doing today? I'm gonna get started here in just a second. Firstly, I'm gonna catch up on some messages from the Discord community Discord. If you haven't joined it yet, I recommend joining it because there's a lot of good people in that community. And you guys have been doing a really good job of helping each other out, especially when it comes to like in-game guides and tips and stuff like that. So thanks for being so helpful with each other while I can build the actual game. Okay, let's see here. Nice. I was gonna do something on Twitter before we got started. Hey RSV, how you doing? Welcome. Let's take a look at our tasks here. I was actually gonna add a new one. So today I want to work on relinking the population stats. That's a big one. I think like that's been a frustrating one for everyone. This music is really loud, at least for me. That's been a big one for everyone. It's been frustrating for people because they can't change their government type they can't see how their choices with in-game issues are affecting their population stats. And I find that frustrating too. That was a critical part of the game that got temporarily put on hold when we did some major refactors a couple months ago. So let's boot up our local server. You love BitNations? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I work very hard every day to try to improve the game. I had to take a little bit of a break for a couple months, but I'm back now. All right, first things first. I gotta go to dark mode. I like dark mode. One thing I do since I'm here. I do want to make this one bug report where like this text is off center. Let me just do that real quick. Homepage copy off center. It's been bugging me forever and I keep forgetting to do it. So I'm just gonna report this bug right now. Oh, there goes my dogs. Oh my god, my dog is so aggressive. What's your favorite thing about BitNations? How did you find out about BitNations? Let me ask that first. I'm curious. We will also get to this today. So we will link up the population stats and we will figure out spirituality. And then there was another important thing I wanted to do before we do the military refactor. There was one more feature. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's how a lot of people have found it, honestly, is just Googling it. I can't believe like how much attention the game has gotten. It's pretty insane. Pretty insane. I made this game for fun I think 2 years ago. I made it just for fun. Like wasn't trying to do anything really with it. I just threw it up there because I've always wanted to build this game. And then you guys all found it and started playing it, which is pretty dope. And now that you guys are all playing it, I'm, working on it all the time. Okay, so we're going to relink our population stats. Spirituality was added. It was supposed to be hidden from the game, and that didn't happen. Oh, now I remember. One more ticket I have to make. This is how I keep track of stuff, by the way. So these are called cards or tickets, and then we have these different columns to do: doing, review, done. So over the last couple of days, I've done all these things on stream. Our reset password is blocked because of our email provider. They've been dragging their feet trying to get that to work. And then everything here is what still remains. Today I'm hoping to finish up a couple things here. The last thing I want to add is the government type label. Enable users with a capital building to change their government type from drop-down menu. Generally speaking, the way your government type changes is by responding to in-game issues. And the in-game issues take a lot of time to build. And so, not really build, but it's like, it's a complicated math problem basically for each in-game issue. And so that's why it takes some time to do that when there's more important things to do, such as bug fixes and releasing new features. So the game issue stuff has just kind of like fallen down in priority again and again and again. And then now that makes the game less fun because you can't change your government type. So this is a very long-winded explanation because I'm trying to multitask. We're going to add this as a feature. So now what you're going to see, if you go to the BitNation's website /help, this is where the game guide is located. You can also find it in the menu, I believe. If you hit menu, oh wow, my internet's going slow. Game guide is right there. In here, if you go to the section 6, government, this is a list of all the government types your nation could potentially have, right? And if you're not sure what I'm talking about when I talk about issues, section 5, nation issues, talks about it right here. So you might see something in your dashboard appear like this. When you click on it, there's like a problem, and then you have a couple choices you can make on how you want to respond to that problem. So as you respond to issues, you're kind of on this 3-dimensional political graph. Your government starts shifting around. And these are all the potential outcomes based on that 3-dimensional array. Unfortunately, we don't have enough issues to really make this like fun, just to be honest. So I know how important it is for people to change their government types. So I'm going to allow you guys to manually change your government type once a week. Allow users to change their gov type once a week. And that will be maybe the first thing we work on, potentially. I haven't seen an issue since the Stone Age. Yeah, you know what? I've been hearing like this is a bug some people have experienced. Not sure why. Let's take a look at some issues here. Maybe they've got disabled. I will show you the God panel. Our issues here. These are the Stone Age issues, right? You're probably familiar with this. There's kind of like this walkthrough, right? Where it says, let me zoom in on that so you can all see that. What's going on here? One last tip, congratulations. Let's start acquiring, let's build your first building, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you guys kind of all experienced that in the Stone Age, right? Hopefully. I guess it starts with welcome to BitNations and then it does it. So you get like a little, you recognize that? So you get like a little intro in the beginning. I feel like my face is so shiny on that camera. Why is it so shiny? I don't know what the deal is with that. And then there are other issues like in the agricultural age and also actually in the Stone Age right here. Did you see issues such as fellow villagers want to create a new hut? Village campfire extinguished, under attack. Those are all Stone Age issues. Oh, I see what's going on here. Yeah, I see why certain things are not showing up now. They're not specifying the age. If the I saw like the village on fire and the food is bad. Okay, so those are agricultural age issues. Shift in spirituality, everything is on fire, food supply has made townspeople ill. Those are agricultural issues. So I guess you've seen some in the agricultural age, right? Let's just organize these by category. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so you want to know why you haven't seen issues outside of those is because all we have one industrial age issue. These I'm pretty sure these two are supposed to be enabled in the game. And then these were you guys submitted more ideas. But it takes time. It takes time. Like each issue, I have to fill out these number score things. And it just uses a lot of brain power. So I need to figure out a way to generate issues automatically. Maybe using like OpenAI or something. Oh, Anakin, are you on Twitch? Sir Anakin Churchill? I don't know if I can see it because I see RSV Laps on the chat. Laser Kiwi, what's up? How you doing? Wow. Yeah, so the issues in the game, sadly, not exactly where we want them to be. But it's kind of a low priority. In 2 weeks we have war launching, which is big, huge. And there's a couple fundamental bugs we have to fix as well. Wow, thanks for the follow, Laser Kiwi. Appreciate that. Right. So, looking again at what we're going to do today. Hopefully this gets resolved today. That's kind of our email provider. And these are the things I'm going to work on. Well, this is such low-hanging fruit, so that's ready to go. Add building benefits and population caps. That's a little more complicated. This is going to be ready to go. Investment class. So we have 2 refactors and then another new feature or improvement. Spirituality function. Okay, cool. Let's start with the very low-hanging fruit. Let's just fix this off-center text that we're seeing. This is, oh, am I not in the project? I got to open up the project in order to edit the files. I should probably do that. There we go. All right, this is going to be in our global index, I believe. Yeah, this is the paragraph right here. Welcome to BitNation. It's a nation simulation game. I haven't changed that description in so long because, frankly, it's doing really good on the SEO. Yeah, this has got to be 12. I'll call them 12. Just call them 12, I believe. It's just so stretched out, though, isn't it? Is that in a container? Yeah, it is in a container. Bit God on top. There's Anakin. What's up, dude? I was wondering where you were. You were messaging me on Discord. You're like, do you see my messages? And the answer is no until just now. But it's good to see you. How's things over there across the pond? All right, we fixed that. So all we're going to do is just do a git status and a git add to add that file. And then we are going to commit that change. I like to do this thing where I keep track of the ticket ID. And then I put in the ticket name, which is homepage copy center. And we'll push that up to GitHub. Okay, that's going to be ready for review. Look how easy that was. Low-hanging fruit. So we'll review that later. All right, now let's do this one. This one's going to be a little bit more challenging. My volume is so low for some reason, even though it's on max. Am I quiet? Am I low? Is that what you're saying? Should I bump up my microphone audio? I don't know. You guys let me know because I can't hear. I don't get feedback on the audio. All right. So for this functionality, there's a condition that has to be met. The condition is if a nation has a Capitol building. If they do, then show gov type form, drop down form field. Okay, and let's do this on the nation edit view, which is like a kind of a weird place to do it, but there's nowhere else to do it. Oh, really? Okay, is this better? Hopefully this is a little bit better. I've turned up my microphone sensitivity. I don't know if there's anything else I could do to fix that. That's better? Okay, cool. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it doesn't... I guess I could speak a little louder too. Okay, on the nation edit view. So the nation edit view is at like, where is that? If I go to settings and I go to edit nation, boom. So this view is where we're gonna put the government drop down form. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Anakin. Yeah, I decided to go with the full beard instead of the just the mustache these days. Because it's winter and I got to stay warm in the snow, you know? So this is going to be our nation edit view. The only thing that's like a little weird is... Oh, interesting. I forgot I had that. Huh. Reset tutorial method post. Does this still exist? Oh, there is a way to reset tutorial. It is my winter coat, my facial winter coat. Huh. All right, I'll just leave this. Let's just see what this looks like. I forgot there used to be an in-game tutorial. Or I guess there kind of still is an in-game tutorial. And you used to be able to like reset it in here. Yeah. Well, that's not a thing anymore. So let's just get rid of that. Clean this code up a bit. Okay. This is the nation's edit form. So we're also going to have to render a different partial here that we're going to create. Now, because we're changing government type, this is related to the government model, and we are working in the nation model. So we'll have to do some interesting routing to get our form to work. Frankly, I don't even know. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I'm just winging it right now. Let's close some things. There we go. And our government views. Oh, we don't have a government view. Do we have a government controller? We have a government controller. Whoa, interesting. Okay. I see. Interesting. Yeah. This is I don't know if you guys program, but Ruby on Rails is what's called an MVC framework, which stands for Model View Controller. And your model are like your classes. So like there's a government model, a nation model, a military model, an economy model. That's where all the hardcore logic is done for figuring out your GDP or buying and selling military units or determining your type of government. Then you have the controller, which is kind of the in between the view and the logic. And then you have your view, which is the web page, basically. And so what we want to do is we want to load a form that changes the government of the nation. But we were loading that form somewhere else. So on the nations view. So that's why it's a little weird. So I'm going to create. Don't worry, you don't have to understand. You don't actually have to understand it. But I like to explain it just because I know a lot of people like to learn. And also, what else am I going to talk about? Governments, layouts. So I'm going to create this governments folder, and in it a layouts folder, and in that a form. I can do that. So new folder, governments, and within that another folder called layouts. And did I really do that? I switched code editors. What did I do? Okay, delete that. I switched code editors and I'm not used to what's going on here. I'm not used to this thing. All right, this is really frustrating now. So this folder won't delete. I guess I'll just delete it that way. Silly. Still getting used to it. Something, 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 code, something, governments. Yeah. Now within here, I want to create a folder called layouts. What? Why is it doing that? Do you see? Am I crazy? Why is it doing that? All right, I'll just create a file then. That file. Oh, maybe because there's no files in it. It's just two folders. Yeah, that's probably why it's doing that. Talk about how you are being converted into the Great Laser Kiwi religion. What's the Great Laser Kiwi religion? Form.html. ERB. There we kind of go. How can you not know? Oh, God. Is this a thing? Should I look this up? Great Laser Kiwi religion. Is this something am I out of the loop on something? Oh, you guys got a flag. Oh my God. How have I not been exposed to the Kiwi? Is this it? Is this your guys' flag? Well, that's a Kiwi right there, and it has laser eyes. And this is on Wikipedia, so it has to be verified truth. I don't know what this is. A leaf? In my opinion, this is the background. This is the background on it. In my opinion, the Laser Kiwi flag should be accepted by the New Zealand government. The Laser Kiwi flag was created by Lucy Gray in 2015 as a proposed flag of New Zealand. Huh. I can't believe I've missed out on this. Honestly, that should be the New Zealand flag, shouldn't it? I'm going to save this. I don't know why. I think I'm slowly getting converted now. Okay. All right. Thank you. 1%. It only got 1% of the vote. That's kind of a lot. 1%. 1 in 100 people voted for that to be the flag. That's actually kind of high, don't you think? I would think 10 people would vote for that. All right. So if I refresh this, it doesn't break. That's a good sign. Now I have to think about how I'm actually going to make this form. And then I'm going to need to create a route for it. Let's see, nation settings. Goes to nations edit, which is in the nations controller. This app is starting to get so big. So this is in something called settings, right? Nations edit. Boom. So in this controller, actually this isn't too bad. I would just say at government equals at nation dot government. That's going to assign the government in question to the instance variable government. Oh, it's baby Aiden. I hear. How did you find out about this stream? How did you track me down? This kid, I swear. I don't know how he does it. Everywhere I go, any community I'm in, he's just there somehow. He's already there. He's probably here somewhere. I wouldn't doubt it. How you doing, Aiden? All right, so I just set this variable here, and then I'm going to create a form. It's kind of like my least favorite thing is making forms. We're going to need basically this line of code, and then we're going to steal this line of code. Oh yeah, I remember what I have to do for this. I'm in the front yard using your Wi-Fi to watch right now. I wouldn't doubt it, Aiden. I wouldn't doubt it, dude. Somehow you just, we're just connected, I guess. I don't know. All right. This is where the array is. Okay, that's going to be an empty array. And this is going to be called label, government label or type, something like that. Okay, cool. Okay. I didn't even click the submit button yet. Okay, so this is going to be, we're getting there. We're getting there. This is going to be the form. Now, one thing I do have to do, you don't like hearing people talk, but this is an exception. Is that a compliment? Okay, I'll take that as a compliment. I will take that as a compliment. Does that mean I have a good voice, or, I mean, I'm just talking about code. It's not even that interesting. Unless you're learning code. Yo, Aiden, you missed that I was just recently converted to a new religion. All right, let's go to my government here. Okay, cool. Yes. See, here you can see all the different government types you can be. Oh, dude, you want to see this thing? This is our flag. This is our flag. It's called the... Hold on, what's it called? Great Laser Kiwi Religion. And it's on Wikipedia, so it's true. It's actually completely factual. Although the Wikipedia article starts with, in my opinion. But it's factual. So yeah, Laser Kiwi. Yeah, you have to join this religion. It's like nothing else. Believe me. There's a guide. Maybe it's the help. And then it's going to be under government, guides, government. Guides, government. Bitchianity. Yeah, Bitchianity should be is a religion actually. Already. All right. All these government types, I coded them. I hard coded them for the help guide. I actually have to go back and yeah, this is not going to be fun, but I have to make these an enum now. Praise BitGod, the holy load. Load. That's funny. We should make our own religion. Like, I was just thinking about it. Like, what do we have to lose? Like, you know? The Holy Guard. That's hilarious. I guess I'll just call this labels. The Holy Guard. What is... Nice. Thick emoji. Oh wow, I'm gonna have to type things. I'm gonna have to do a lot of typing right now. This is so not fun. Oh well. Actually, it's not too bad. I could go like this. I have to make all these words with capitals on the right, and I have to make them like this on the left. He's a squash. Who's a squash? Our god? We worship a squash? I'm done. I mean, yeah, sure. That's actually pretty dope. No one else has thought of that. So far, we're like points for uniqueness for sure. Hippie state. Capitalist dictatorship. Dictatorship. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go back to copying and pasting because I can't spell for my life. Libertarian police state. Love how concise these titles are. Ooh, that's a good idea. Actually, dude, that's a great idea. Because, you want to know why that's such a great idea? It's not because you're a genius. I just want to make sure that's clear. It's because, I'm just kidding. We have to build this new functionality for spirituality today, and I have no idea what to make it do yet. So maybe like, this is what I was thinking. It's kind of related to what you were saying. I was thinking like, you know how when you build, oh, now I got to open up the game. So, when you go to your nation, oh, okay. I forgot we're breaking things. Okay, let me go to the real game. When you go to your nation and you go to manage and you go to your buildings, now there's cultural buildings, right? But there are religious buildings. There's shrine, temple, synagogue, church, and mosque. That's 4. That's 4 buildings that are Christianity on top. That's 4 buildings that are like religious, right? So maybe like one thing I was thinking, and let me know what you think about this, because I have no clue what to do for spirituality yet. But I was thinking like, okay, what if like the more spiritual buildings you build, the more like, or religious buildings, the more like spiritual your people are or something. And then I don't know, like what does spirituality affect? Like maybe like happiness and income? I have no idea. Like say what you want about religion, but it's, if you, whether you like religion or not, but it is kind of shown that like religious countries do economically like perform, or like there's more like people feel more togetherness when they all believe in the same thing, right? And so you could argue that the higher the spirituality is, the more loyal your people are to your power, perhaps, maybe. And then like as if you lose spirituality, maybe people like kind of increase like dissent, or like breaking, maybe crime goes up a little bit. That could be interesting. Just let me know in the chat what you think that should do. But you're onto something there. You had some good thoughts there, I think. I don't know. I forgot what they were now. Somewhere in there. You're onto something, kid. Capitalist state. Is anything like missing from these government types. I think this is like every possible government type, or at least close to it. Like I don't know what other types of government you could even have. Like this one's kind of boring, like social conservative state. I've never seen any nation ever get social conservative state ever. I've seen pretty much every nation get all of these except for social conservative state. I've never seen, I don't think I've seen unbridled. Oh no, I have seen unbridled capitalist. I don't think I've seen, no, I've seen liberal socialist democracy. Huh. Yeah, I think the only one I haven't seen is social conservative state. It's like such a like kind of like a boring like, what is a social it's just, what is that? I don't know. Social conservative state? It's just like they have like social conservative beliefs, like no sex before marriage or something like that. We all know what unbridled capitalist state is. Corporate dictatorship. I don't know why, but that sounds like a badass government type to have. There are definitely going to be different perks to your government type. Like if you're a corporate dictatorship, like I don't know, maybe you just like you get like boosts on like business taxes or something. I don't know. There's got to be benefits, you know? Like if you're a dictatorship, like things should like happen instantly for you. Where like if you're like a republic or a democracy, you know how hard it is to get things done when you have to have like other people agree with you? Oh man. So I think that's going to have to be introduced in the game, especially for multiplayer eventually. Like dictatorships are going to be pretty advantageous in war when it comes to being able to have large militaries quickly and like being able to make decisions that, you know, you don't have to like have approval from other parts of your government. I don't know, it could be interesting. Maybe if you have enough spirituality, your government turns into some sort of theocracy. That could be good. You know what I just realized is theocracy is not even on here. Is theocracy a government type? Government ruled by or subject to religious authority. I wonder where it falls on the political spectrum. Everything's a spectrum these days. Maybe it doesn't actually fall on a spectrum. Okay, I think I have to add theocracy. Autonomy. Autonomy. Autonomy is like anarchy, basically, isn't it? Self-government or the right to self-government. It's kind of like it's a noun. I don't see it quite as a government type necessarily, more so as a consequence of a government type. Right, Anakin? What do you think? I don't know. I just work here. Liberal paradise. Yeah. Okay. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, I'm right? Or yeah, you're right. Oops, I just did liberal paradise twice. My bad. My bad, me. Sorry, me. Liberal socialist democracy. Theocracy. Oh, I'm right. Yeah, I think so. Although, unless we're like talking about some future civilization where like it's run by AI, maybe like that government type would be literally like, oh, autonomous. Like a DAO. Isn't that what a DAO is? DAO? Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Yeah. I've never seen a successful DAO, by the way. There's like never been a successful DAO. But I mean, DAO. Maybe we should add some more like these are very traditional government types. Maybe we should go out of the box a little bit, you know? I think we should add like DAO. Oh, dude, you know what? I'm going to make a note of this. Because this is actually kind of, that could make the game more interesting, you know? Especially for, you know, young people who are growing up in this world. Add new government type labels. DAO is a good one because that's related to blockchain. Maybe like if you've unlocked blockchain, then you can become a DAO. If you've unlocked AI, maybe you could become an autonomous, autonomous regime. We need to add theocracy. Maybe this is one of the other existing ones, but it's a condition based on spirituality. I like that idea. Like if spirituality is high, then like that affects that could make you a theocracy. Who said that? Was that Kiwi or RSVP? Or RSV? Sorry, RSV Labs. No, RSVP. I forgot which one of you guys said that. Maybe it was both of you, but it's a good idea. What? I could have sworn I've already done authoritarian mob rule. I swear to God, we already did this one. Alright, question for you guys. RSV. What is... I might regret asking this, but what does your username mean? Like, is it referencing RSV virus? Communist. And then government still forming. We'll just say still forming. It's kind of short for my BitNations Nation. Oh, okay, cool. Dope. All right, let's just double check things here. Centrist Republic, Liberal Confederacy, Federal Democracy, Democracy, Monarchy, Hippie State, Capitalist Dictatorship, Libertarian Police State, Democratic Republic, Capitalist State, Libertarian State, Social Conservative State, Government Inc., Anarchist Community, Unbridled Capitalist State, Corporate Dictatorship, Free Market Capitalist, Benevolent Dictatorship, Democratic Socialist, Liberal Paradise, Authoritarian Democracy, Liberal Socialist Democracy, Left-Wing Utopia, Authoritarian Mob Rule, Totalitarian Dictatorship, Communist Dictatorship, Communist, and then still forming. Roslovia. I was trying to say it in like a hard Russian accent. Roslovia. Or maybe not Russian. Okay. So we've created our enums labels with each of these. And because the order is the same, now I need to update our game guide to like dynamically load these, as opposed to what we had over here where I custom typed things. Oh, disgusting. Why would you ever custom type things when you can program? Just kidding. So this is now going to be government.labels and then symbol name that. So in theory, if I go to my local host and I go to /help and I go to government, wow. Oh, right. So because this is code, believe it or not, we have to wrap this in our ERB tag, because the way we just had it there was plain text. There we go. Oh man, now what's the issue, dude? Expecting an end. Let me see how I'm supposed to even write an enum, because I think I'm doing it wrong. We have enum ages bracket. I need a colon here. There we go. And it needs to be plural. Yep, nice. Government. There. Wow, look at that. Beautiful, huh? And that is all dynamic now. I see monetization on the roadmap. What would that mean, like ads or something? There's two ways to monetize this game. A lot of schools actually, that's how the game first got kind of discovered, was through this education system. So we would potentially sell to schools, not for the consumer game. Like everybody right now, what's publicly available is like what I would call the consumer game. That's for the direct, that's just for like consumers, like the everyday person, I guess. But there's also, that's called direct to consumer business. There's also something called B2B, which is business to business, which is like a business selling to another business, or like in this case, a school. So one path of monetization is, because a lot of schools across the world are using BitNations for their Model UN classes, we would set up a dedicated server where the teacher could go into where the teacher would basically be their own little bit god, and through an admin panel, and they can set conditions and stuff for their class so their students can create their nations and learn. And so we would have a dedicated server set up for each school, and the school would pay a subscription for that. That's one small revenue model for us. But kind of the bigger picture is to have in-game purchases, maybe in-game watching ads. Like if you want to get something in the game but you don't want to pay money, you could like choose to watch ads. I definitely don't want to have like ads in general where like you have to see ads. I just think ads break user experience and make things frustrating for people. But you have the option to view ads, and you have the option to purchase things within the game. And we're going to be very careful to make sure that the game is not pay to play or pay to win. It's still a skill-based game, but as you'll see, and as we release more features, there will be other things that you can do better or give you an edge in the game. That's kind of the idea with it. It's a little bit ways down the road. But it's definitely going to happen at some point. Okay, so now that we've fixed our thing, now when we go back to our form, let's see, where is that form? We don't need that. What is this? We don't need that. This form here. Now we would just say government dot labels dot keys dot to array, and that should wait, sorry, what does this thing want? F dot select. Oh wait, yeah, F dot select. Let's just see this example. Okay, let's do something like that. I think it's actually government type. And then this is going to be government dot labels. There we go. And there's all the labels, all the government labels right there. And then you'll be able to pick one, and then when you click save, it'll update it. Okay, so I have to catch up on the chat real quick here. Also, I see monetization. So sell to schools for educational purpose or optional ads and in-game and non-game breaking in-game purchases. Yeah, basically, that's it. Me thinking F11 on a web browser was coding in year 7. What does F11 in a web browser do? Oh, I'm on a Mac, so for me it just turns down the volume. I remember Alt F4. Doesn't Alt F4 like quit? There we go. I'm going to switch to camera 2 just to mix it up a little bit, you know. Okay, oops. Okay, so now the problem is we have two forms. We have two separate forms with two separate save buttons. Shows the center or something? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I have to think about this part, guys. I kind of had an idea of how to get to this point, which we did pretty quickly, but now I have to think about kind of the hard part. What happened to your connection? Sad. Do you like this? Look, this is when I press F14 and F13. See that little key binding right there? Uh-oh. Hey, hopefully it's not my internet. How do I look at my stream health? I have no idea. I'm new to Streamlabs. Okay, fair enough. Okay. So yeah, so the tricky part for us right now, is I can't even think. I need lunch. This little drop down form here. See how we have two separate forms. We have the nation form, which is like changing your nation name and your leader name and your flag. And then we have the government form. Now these are two separate models. So I'm gonna have to actually do real coding if we want to make whoa, what happened there? If we want to make this work with one form. See what I'm saying? What am I doing? Okay, I want to go to settings. I want to go to edit nation. Yeah, I see. Oh, because when you click save, it takes you to the root directory. That makes sense. Or the dashboard. I don't know why we need to do labels.map key value, but okay. My time zone, I'm Pacific time. I'm Los Angeles based. But I do move. I move around frequently, but for right now I'm in the area of California. All right, so if I want to put this form, this is wrong, by the way. This is at government. The other option I can do is just slap this directly in. Okay. We have options. Let's say we get rid of that and we actually just go to the nations form. And straight up, we just say, like, we just put this in here. Class equals column. Let's just do column 6 for now. Okay. And then how do I set the current value? Yeah. I know. What is that? Are you East Coast or something? Or are you in a different country? I don't know what's wrong with the West Coast. I think it's the best coast. Because that rhymes, and so it must be true. Can I custom set a value? Let's see. Value equals at nation.age. So I can show the current thing. Chances are I could actually be a census republic. So let's just make sure I'm not. I'm a capitalist dictatorship. Okay, cool. So for the value then, I'm not quite sure. F dot, oh, it's because it's not value, it's selected. Selected. That's what the keyword is, right? Let's see, HTML select form, selected item. East Coast for life. Yeah, the East Coast. I mean, yeah. Dude, what? Did I just get a pop-up? I thought pop-ups were gone. It's 2022. Any website that has pop-ups, I consider to be inherently evil. Like pop-ups, like it's 2022. People move on from pop-ups. Just kidding. All right. Okay, this is not what I even want to look up. Are you East Side is the best? That doesn't even rhyme. Yeah, California produces the most waste because we have more people than like anywhere else. There are more Christians in California than anywhere else in the United States. Because we have, I think, like 40 million people or something. It's huge. I mean, LA, Los Angeles alone, Los Angeles County has 13 million people. I think that's in like 30 square miles. It's actually one of the densest cities, I think. I had to do a lot of research when I was coming up with how to calculate density and stuff for the game. I had to like research all these cities and figure out like what's a reasonable density. That's why in the game, if your density goes too high, people start getting sick because it's based on real life. Okay, ERB select form selected option. West End, East Side is the best. California's. Can I ask? Are you, if you're East Coast, you're New England, right? So, are you in like New York or Boston? Are you in a big city or are you just on the East Coast? That's what I'm trying to ask. Are you in like New York City or are you like in Rochester? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not being judgmental. I'm just curious. All right. Selected. Yeah. Selected is our thing. Selected. See, this is an object and I wanted it to be frankly an array. Let's just see if we can try to make that an array. Oh, that's why we can't make it an array. Wait. Can we just make it values to A? Oh, but we do need the key value thing. Sorry, I'm not even MD, Maryland. Baltimore? I don't know. I've been to Baltimore before. Because Baltimore's in Maryland, right? I think so. I like Baltimore. Baltimore is a cool city. I'm not saying you live there. I just like assume that. No, but Baltimore, that's the only time I've been to Maryland was when I was in Baltimore, and I liked Baltimore. Beautiful little city. Actually, it's not even that little. It's pretty big. Okay, cool. That did not work. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of my situation too. I am in Los Angeles, but not in the city, in the outskirts. Way better that way, because you go to the city whenever you want, but you don't have to be stuck in all the craziness. You know, it's actually quite nice. So I'm using this thing called selected. Oh, you know? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Duh. Because my nation. Oh my god. I'm doing nation.age. Okay. I know none of you are paying attention to what I'm actually typing, and so you don't care, but for me, I just did something incredibly stupid. Okay, so what is this? At government? Is it government type or government label? Let's see. Yeah, government label. Oh, that's cool. Uh-oh. Is it just label? Oh, wow. Want to see something kind of cool? I totally forgot. Hold on, let me catch up with the chat here. I live in the hood. Okay, cool. No worries, dude, if you gotta go. Actually, I'm gonna go get lunch. I'm like starving. Yeah. Yeah, BitGodL, what the heck is that about, man? Harsh. Harsh, dude. Okay, I gotta look at the schema here. And I gotta go to governments. And you know, good have a good dinner. Try to enjoy it even though you're on the East Coast. I know how difficult that must be, but you know, we're here for you if you need us. You know, if you need any support, you know, being on the East Coast. Yeah, there we go. So the emoji is not included. Interesting. So when I save it to the database, it's just the string. All right, I'm trying to figure out this problem. When are we even saving? Where do we even like save? Okay, define. Okay, go. Here we go. Wow. Okay. I mean, if this is the same order of things, which I believe it is. God, can you imagine if I changed the order? That would be really bad. All right, so we got to do one more thing that we did in our help guide, guide/government. We just want to copy all of these again. Good thing I did not change the order, otherwise I'd be having to do a lot more manual work. So we need to do that, but instead we need to do it here. All right, Anakin, take care, dude. It was good seeing you guys. I'm gonna hop off in a little bit too, but thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. See you next time. Define government type label. Let's see if we can manually call that. We'll see. At nation equals nation.find by name bit nation at government equals at nation.government. All right, now let's see if we can do at government dot define government type label. If I refresh this, it did it. All right, it added the emoji automatically. Making progress. Cool, man. And I can get rid of that extra emoji there now. Yeah. Yeah, so instead of this going to be, it's not going to be this boring little government looking thing. It's going to be your specific icon. More customization. Nice. All right, that works. I'm just sorry. I was very excited about that. I sound like a college professor. Thank you. I guess that's a compliment. All right, so that worked out really well. But now, what's not working out well is in our form. Nations form. Yeah, government type label, right? Selected. Oh, man, this is so annoying. Okay, let's just say selected as democracy. Will that even work? Because maybe this is not even working. So let's just hard code it just to see. Yeah, see, it's not selecting democracy there. So maybe this has to go. Oh God, this is gonna break it for sure. That's gonna break it. It's not gonna like that. It doesn't make any sense. I think, yeah, no. I mean, does it go on the outside? I don't think it goes on the outside. So now it's got to go in here after the object. Damn. I wonder if it's looking for that. Yeah, it's looking for the key, not the value. Okay. You know what? That's fine. Perhaps it should be. Yeah, perhaps we should just work off the key and not the value. So then in that case, I'm going to go back to what we had open before. And I'm going to keep this. But I'm going to make that a string like that. Yep. So then we're going to go back in here and @nation equals nation dot find by bit nation. Whoa. Oh. Find by name. And then we're going to say @government equals @nation dot government. Yeah. And then we're going to say @gov dot update government type. So now we're dealing with what we're dealing we're dealing with the keys now instead of the values. So now finally I should be able to take our actual government label and make that the selected form field so that when you load the page, your current government type is the one that's automatically selected. That's all we were trying to do that whole time. This looks great though. Oh yeah, this is so cool. And then we'll have to change the view over here because now this is going to look like that. We don't want it to look like that. That's easy to fix though. That is, if we go to our dashboard components, render partial component. Your cat just drew your blood? What does that mean? That doesn't sound good. Is that the like scratch to open an artery? Sounds exciting. Dashboard components, render partial component. I'm trying to remember how we actually do this. I think that's just called quick stats. Yeah, it is. So now we're going to get rid of that and we're going to say government.label.toSymbol. Actually, I don't even think we need it to be a toSymbol. Yes, we do. Oh, it doesn't like that. Oh, labels is plural. There we go. So now we're more dynamically. Oh, dude, that sucks. I used to have a kitten, and for like months, my entire arms were just like filled with scratches. It was bad. Actually, I remember I was in middle school. I had a cat, and I was in middle school, and one of the teachers pulled me aside and was like, what are these scratches from? Are you hurting yourself? And I had to go to like the care person's, whatever they call it, the health teacher's office. And I had to explain that I have a cat and that the cat was scratching me. They thought I was like scratching myself or something. I was like, chill out, chill out. And I was like, does it look like how would I have done this to myself? It's not even orderly. It's not even in any, it's just like chaos. It's just scratches everywhere. Anyway. Okay, so one note I have to make on the feature we're working on now. Deployment note. In production, need to run at nations equals nation dot, no, sorry, at governments equals government dot all, and then we're going to say at govs dot each do gov gov dot gov, oh no, we're just going to do gov dot reset label, right? Reset label and then end. I just have to remember to do that little block of code when we deploy. This is a code block. Will that save it as a code block? Nice. Cool. Okay, dude. See you later, man. Thanks for watching. I'm going to sign off, get lunch as well. Peace. Have a good one.